betrayed you," Peter said quietly. And there was emotion in his voice now, some kind of sadness. "He did not betray Britain," he continued. "He went into Germany as a Nazi sympathizer to gain their trust. We gave him information the Germans would believe. His rite of passage, if you like. But of course, we knew what they knew and could work around it. It was successful. He earned their trust. He became one of them." Elena tried to process what he was saying. So, had Aiden Strother been loyal to Britain all the time? Could that be true? Even as she turned it over in her mind, she could see how it made sense. She had learned a bit in the few months since Berlin. Somewhere inside her, she had aged years and grasped a new reality. She had lived through the war, the privation, the constant fear, the grief of loss, most immediately of her brother Mike and her sister Margot's husband Paul. Every family she knew had lost somebody, and 1,000,000 men were left shells of who they had once been. There had been radical social changes. Rank and privilege had melted away. All blood is scarlet in the trenches. But there had been other changes as well. Women worked at jobs they would have had neither the wish nor the opportunity to do before the men went away. Social class distinctions were blurred, some even obliterated. Women wore short dresses now, not much below the knee. Many had short hair. The elegance, the sentimentality, the blind hope of the Edwardian era were gone. It was 1933, a new, brash, desperate age now, familiar with the Depression, jazz, moving pictures, and the brilliant music and haunting lyrics of songwriters such as Cole Porter. No one wanted another war. Never again must such grief, such abomination of loss be allowed, whatever the cost. Elena tried to say yes, she would do it. Peter was waiting. She looked away. Aiden may not have betrayed Britain, but he had betrayed her, used her, and then gone without a word. It still hurt. Peter stood there in the sun, and silence. She drew breath to say, "Isn't there someone else?" She met his eyes. Damn him. He was doing everything the right way, asking her, and then leaving her to realize how selfish it was to think of her own dismissal and ruined career instead of the job at hand. No one wanted to go to war, but they went anyway. She thought of Mike, and how he had said goodbye that last time, almost as if he had known he would not come back. "Chin up, kiddo. We're almost there," he had said. She refused to think of that any further. She glared at Peter Howard, her eyes filling with tears. What the hell did Aiden's betrayal of her matter then or now? "Yes, of course I'll go," she said, then realized all it would involve and instantly regretted it. But it was too late to withdraw. "Good," he said gently. "You are by far the best person, because you know him by sight, and he knows you well enough to trust you." She raised her eyebrows. "After what he did to me, do you think he would place his life in my hands? I should be the last person he'd trust if he had any sense." "Or, on the other hand," Peter replied, with a slight twist of humor in his eyes, "he might think you put the country and the service before your own hurt feelings to save the life of a man who has already given so much." That took her breath away. For a moment she could think of no answer. Could Aiden really have sacrificed this much? Had he really loved her, but put service to the country, his duty, first?